Hello everybody and welcome to Planet Crafters. So I had some questions on the base, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do a little video and kind of give you a base tour on the base here. So yeah, now this is my restart. This is a new restart from the old series that I did. I decided to restart and just kind of start from the beginning and redo go through the game again. But this is sort of the entryway here. Let me give you some perspective here. So this is the front entryway. Rockets and stuff are down there. I have the aquarium set up over here. In fact, we'll just go look at those real quick since we're out here. One of the new features added was these optimizers. So I've got this one set up for plants, and as you can see, it's optimizing the actual plants themselves, which gives you a plant bonus in your terraformation. I've got 3 of the tier 2 what do you call them? Aquariums. I got three of these tier 2 aquariums going with fish in them. I've got most of the fish unlocked. I think there may be some 1 or 2 that I might not have. I'm not sure, but there's 3 of them here, and they all got different fish in them. And of course, this gives you animals and various oxygen, I think, and various other characteristics, traits, resources. I guess they'd be resources is probably how you do it. Here I've got my drone system set up. So yeah, are there any in here? Yeah, I've got a bunch of drones set up because I've got all of my miners are optimized. In fact, let's go look at one of them real quick here. We'll do the how about the osmium that's close by? Take a look at that. So as you can see here, I've got the osmium set up, and got all this stuff, and I've got the optimizer set up for this as well. So yeah, now I have there's more than one resource. I'll show you when we get back there. Each ore has more than one resource node associated with it. It has quite at least 2, sometimes 3. So I'm actually using all of them. So yeah, so this is kind of the main entrance here. This is one of the new inside walls that was in the update, and I've got it set up over here behind. So I've got that inside wall there behind this aquarium, and it gives a nice little framed display area there that looks really nice. I like it. Yeah, so I just put some plants there. This is how my terraformation is going. Everything's chunking along pretty well. Yeah, so I'm almost at 1% towards mammals. Of course, I don't think that's actually implemented yet, but I don't know if this rate is because mammals isn't implemented, or if this rate is because the next stage is going to be a huge jump. Because it's really going very slowly. Very slowly indeed. So yeah, 2,000 Terra tokens. I'll show you my my production line for Terra tokens here in a minute. Okay, so this little area here is just my display area, and again I got flower pots. I've got an aquarium in here. I'm just trying to fill out this room basically because there's a lot of room in these 2x2s And I'll show you the 3x3 here in a minute. But I've got my fish set up over here, got my butterflies there, and then I got my frogs set up over here. Got quite a few frogs. Still working on the other stuff though. And of course I got my effigies, and I don't have too many of those either set up. I like the flower pots. I've got a lot of those set up. Yeah, I just got some gas stuff here. This is my crafting area. So I've got the original crafter here, and I don't really use that one anymore, so it's kind of stuck out of the way there. This one I don't use a whole lot either, so I've got it kind of over here. Yeah, so that's the tier 2 or tier 3 or whatever it's called, crafter. And then these are all my storage areas. Got 2 miscellaneous storage, which is mostly just circuit boards on this one. One of the new resources that you can get now is obsidian in the volcanic area, which is pretty nice. But this is one bank of resources. We'll go up there in a second. I have the little recycling center over here, and then I have this kind of overflow, and I've got some items set up here. I don't really care about these because I'm getting more of these than I can actually use. So if any of the containers overflow over there, they just end up over here. So yeah, this is the new living quarters, and I've got it set up here. These are the new customizable furniture that you can get, so you can change the color on them. Yeah, so I kind of just got this little setup. Got my bed over here. It's the new living area. You have to buy it through the with Terra tokens over there. But I've got my panels set up here. I've got the map here. Now, what I was talking about here on the, you can see all of my drones going to the various spots. You can see that a lot of the resources have more than one. So there's osmium here, here, and here. We've got iridium here and here. Sulfur's here and there. Uranium is over in this area and this area here. And the zeolite is here. There's only one node on it, and there's only one node on the obsidian. But the obsidian really, I actually use it to make the fusion cells, which is what I'm selling on the rockets over there. But you don't use that much of it, and so yeah, it's a pretty straightforward resource to get. The fusion cells, we can look at them here, and I can show you the recipe. It's 3 pulsar quartz, 2 osmium, and then 1 obsidian. So it's not much on the obsidian. Osmium's really kind of the issue on this particular setup here. That's kind of the one. So I've got all 3 of those nodes producing osmium, and I've got optimizers set on all of them. The second one, I've actually got 2 optimizers set up on it, because I really have I have 8. It's a nice flat area over there by that, I don't know what you call it, over by that ring wreck that's over there in the north area. So I've got 8 of those 8 miners set up over there, tier 3 miners set up over there. So I've got 2 optimizers going. This is my second storage area here, and if I need to do crafting, I just use this guy here basically to do all my crafting and stuff. So yeah, so I really don't use that crafter down there. So like if I need, see, there's my Terra tokens coming in. They come in about, I've got it down to now where they come in about every 10 minutes or so, which is basically it's the rockets. When you launch a rocket, it takes 588 seconds for it to return, which is 9.8 minutes. So yeah, so right around the 10-minute mark. They're coming in really consistently, which is nice. But if I need to do any of the crafting, like basically the rods, for example, I'll just do them here. Just autocraft them. They just, it'll autocraft 8 of them, and then, when I get around to picking them up, I'll pick them up. I really like windows, so I got windows like everywhere. Butterflies, what do I got in here? I've got these 2 butterflies in this one. And then I gotta set up a second one over here. just because I like the butterfly. I like these little butterfly domes. They're nice to look at. Yeah, and I need to set up like a door here so I can get out. Not that I ever really come this way, but it'd be nice to sneak in that side if I need to. That's my museum. I'll show you that here in a minute. We'll finish going through the base here because there's quite a few. I've got 3 levels on it right now. It continues to grow. Up here I've got aquariums set up. These are the original aquariums. I set these up before I got the tier 2, so these are all tier 1 aquariums. And I might set up more aquariums in here. I might expand this 3rd level out and add some more aquariums in here. But yeah, I like these aquariums. They look nice. That's why I put one down in my display room. They're just very pretty. Oh, you know what? I need to get another set of fish eggs in there. And this Galbia, that's the new one that came with the volcano update. So yeah, so this is like my main storage area. But what I should do, I should move this autocrafter from up here to here and put it right here so I could do my autocrafting. I'll probably do that. I've been meaning to do it, I just haven't done it yet. But that's a nice, I got plenty of room to expand my displays if I need to. These over here are just some organics, so I've got seeds, I've got flowers, and then I've got my food over here that I grab every once in a while. And then over on this side, I've got the biologicals going. So yeah, I've got my larva over here, the bacteria. Now I've got honey over here because one of the bacteria requires honey. I forget which one it is. It's not that one. Yeah, this one right here. It requires honey, so I got honey in there. And I apologize for my voice. It's real rough right now. I'm still, dealing with the issues that I've been dealing with for quite a while. So just bear with me, okay? Yeah, I'm a little rough today. This is my DNA manipulator, and then here's the, where you make your. Oh, I didn't realize that. This is where you make your different trees and whatnot. And then, of course, over here, this is the. Where you make your other biologicals. I forget what this is called. The BioLab? Yeah, BioLab. So here you can make your other biologicals, but I do them all through the autocrafter over there. I don't really mess with this much anymore. But you can make the common larva and all this different stuff here. So yeah, it works out pretty well. If I need to in a pinch, I'll use it. And then I've got a silk generator and got the mushrooms here. Just for the mushrooms is used for making the which one is it? It is the bioplastic. If I need to make bioplastic, I actually do have bioplastic being made over there though, so I don't really need this particular setup over here. But I just left it. There's no sense changing it. This is the tree bark generator here. And I've got tons of tree bark, so yeah, I don't need more than one of those. I can't really keep up with the tree bark. I mean, this is completely full, so yep. See, what do we need for, since I've got my, tree there, let's, okay, so we need bacteria. Bacteria, tree bark, need 2 T2s, and zeolite. Let's see, where's my zeolite? It should be over there. It is. Zeolite. Will that do it? Oh, super alloy. Okay. Got my super alloy here. All right. So the only other thing I have going on over here is I got a little kitchen. This was actually my observation deck where I was just basically, I had this set up as an observation deck to kind of just see where the asteroids were coming in and whatnot. But I expanded it out and put my little kitchen area over here so I can make the different types of food and stuff that I need. And so I've got cocoa beans coming in here. I need to make some of this stuff here. And I don't think you can autocraft any of this stuff. So yeah, you can't. You can autocraft the high quality food, but I don't think you can autocraft the rest of that stuff. So yeah, you got to manually make it. So yeah, so that's kind of like my little kitchen area. And then over here, this is my production area. So I've got bioplastic being made there. I've got circuit boards being made here, and circuit boards require bioplastic. So I've got that, and then here I've got pulsar quartz being made, and of course, you know, that's the resources on this are always trying to catch up, but they're doing well enough because I'm basically, like I said, every 10 minutes ish. I'm getting a rocket coming in and out, so it's working out pretty well. So yeah. And then over here, it's really dark in this game at night. That's for sure. Over here I have my little museum, and I just thought it would be a good idea to set up these displays and just kind of put every single item in the game that's in here. Just because. Just no real reason other than I just thought it would be kind of a neat little project to do. So I'm in the process of getting all this stuff in here. Got all the flowers in here. So, you know, I've got bacteria set up in here. So, but I need to get the trees in here, and there's still quite a few that I haven't set up yet. So, yeah. There's quite a few items in the game, but I thought making a little museum like this was just a crazy idea, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to do, just to have all the different items in place. And over here, this is where I'm making the food. And yeah, so you can't make the special like chocolate cakes and stuff. You can only make the high quality food, which is what I'm making here. So I've got bees on the back side here, just 2 tier 2 bees. That's more than enough here. This is my little, area for all of my flowers, and I've got some fish stuff going on over here. I've got Frog Island over here where all the different frogs are. Yeah, and I've got all the different trees going. My goal is to cover this whole area in trees all the way up to the mountains. Yeah, just cover this whole area in trees. That's kind of where what I'm wanting to do. So let's put that guy in there. There we go. This is those funny. I think it's these trees over here. These weird looking like mushroom things. I think that's what those are. They're the new ones. Yeah, they're kind of. I really wouldn't call them trees. They're more like giant mushrooms. But they do actually produce. I think they're. Oh no, that's the Algaea. That's these right here. I've got them somewhere. Where do I have them? It's not this one, I don't think. Yeah, 125. That's these here. These really look nice. I think it's over here. Oop, I'm stuck on the tree. Yeah, it's this one here. They got a good multiplier on them, which is why I put them over here. Yeah, 450%. I put these over here because I thought it kind of went with this aluminum biome. Thought it looked kind of cool with the aluminum biome. And then over here, I've got my rockets. So I've got three of the trade rockets, and you can see this. It fills it up pretty good. It keeps them. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a steady stream. I've got 43,000. I just bought a bunch of stuff, so yeah, I'm rebuilding my Terra tokens, but yeah, it doesn't take long at 2,000 a pop. Each one of these returns 2,000. So yeah, so when all three are gone, it's gives me 6,000. And like I said, now the fastest you can produce Terra tokens is 588 seconds. See, the rocket has a cooldown timer here, and it's when they first launch, it's 588 seconds, which I think I calculated to be like 9.8 minutes, something like that. And so basically that's as fast as you can generate Terra tokens, because every one of these rockets is going to take 588 seconds to make the round trip. So you can't make them any faster than that. But the way I've got it set up here, since I've got three, it pretty much, this one will take off and another one will come in, pretty much right behind that one. So yeah, so it's pretty consistent. It's like I said, about every 10 minutes or so ish, depending, I get the Terra tokens coming in. So definitely a good setup here. And again, I'm making the fusion cells, which I know a lot of people are doing pulsar quartz, but see, that guy's taking off right now. In order to get the same amount of tokens, you would need for 6,000 tokens, if you're doing pulsar quartz, you'd need 10 rockets. Whereas I can get, see here, we got another one. So one leaves, one comes back. So right about 10 minutes, pretty consistent. The only time it really gets longer than that is if I'm doing a lot of crafting, because I have my internal storage here set for priority 5. So if we look at this, whoops, wrong thing. If we look at this here, I'm demanding zeolite, but I've got it set to priority 5 because I want it to keep these full first, and then it will go through and fill up those over there. Those are set to priority 4, I think. So they'll fill up these first, and then they'll fill up those. Now my miners I have set to priority 5 on all of the necessary resources, and you can see the effect of that in the map here. So if we kind of zoom in just a little bit here and take a look at this, so you see they're going out here to the different resources that are basically required here. Like these are all the resources that you need in order to make the fusion core reactors, fusion core cells. So you need the uranium, you need the zeolite, you need the osmium, and you can see that they're really consistently picking up those resources. You need the obsidian over there, so you can see that they're very consistently picking up those resources. And you do that by setting the priority on the actual miners themselves, so that they'll go to those miners first. And then if I need, let's say I made a bunch of super alloy rods, for example, made a bunch of these, then they will go out. Once they pick up, say, the osmium, then they'll go out and they'll pick up the super alloy and bring it in here. So yeah, the system works really well. I've got it set up so it's working pretty good. It doesn't look like it from looking at the storage. It looks like, well, you're playing catch up all the time. But the way it works here is basically it'll grab these resources, and as soon as it pumps those resources in there, it's making pulsar quartz, which then gets funneled over here, and then it's making as you can see, it's making the fusion cores here. And I've actually got 2 of these set up just in case all of my rockets are out, and if they're all out and it can't shuffle these over into a rocket, then it will it'll use this as like a storage storage area. But you can see it's fairly consistent. I mean, it's definitely working well enough to keep these rockets flying about the limit that you can keep them flying, which is the 588 seconds. So, yeah. Now, again, if you were using pulsar quartz, you could fill them up probably a little bit quicker. But at the same time, you're going to need 10 rockets, not 3. So you're having to fill up, that many inventory slots, that many extra inventory slots. So you're not really gaining anything by using pulsar quartz. You're not gaining anything. I'm filling up 3 of these. It's 25 slots here, but I'm consistently filling those up and having a rocket return every 10 minutes or so. And, maybe a little more sometimes, but only by a minute or 2 at the most, just depending on what's going on with resources, if I'm doing a lot of crafting or whatever. But other than that, it's real consistent. I mean, you can see from just standing over here, you can see how consistent it is, and it works out really good. So yeah, even though pulsar quartz, you can make more of them, because it takes 3 pulsar quartz here. It takes 3 pulsar quartz in order to make 1 fusion reactor. But again, it's only 3 rockets, and I'm making 6,000. And if you were trying to make 6,000 for pulsar quartz, it would require 10 rockets, which means you have all that extra inventory you have to fill. So you're not really gaining anything. And if we look at the Terra token, if you look at the bottom where it says trade value, that's 80, and I don't have pulsar quartz in there. Oh, that's right, because pulsar quartz is made over here. And pulsar quartz is only 25. So, yeah, you've got 80 versus 25. Now, again, this takes 3 pulsar quartz, but again, you're not filling up 10 rockets. You're only filling up 3 rockets. So you're compressing the time it takes to fill up those rockets. You're compressing it down because you're taking those 3 slots and you're basically moving it to 1 slot. I mean, that's really not a good explanation. I'm not exactly sure how to explain it, but I'm finding out that, I looked at both ways. I looked at both ways to do it, and going the pulsar quartz, going with the fusion cores seems to be the way to do it, because I am consistently getting 2,000 Terra tokens everywhere. I'd have to wait for, several of those. Well, you'd have to have 10 rockets to get the same amount. I have the numbers here. Let me see. Let me look at them if I can find them here. I think I've got the. Yes. Okay. So a load of pulsar quartz in a rocket is 625, and for 1 rocket, and 1 rocket fusion cells is 2,000. That's a big difference. That's like 1,675 Terra token difference between one rocket and 1 of Terra tokens, or a fusion core, and 1 rocket of pulsar quartz. So I don't know. I don't think the pulsar quartz is all that cost effective. It's certainly not more efficient. You're doing 3 rockets compared to 10. You can't tell me that doing 10 rockets is more efficient than doing 3 rockets. When you're at the limit of what you can generate Terra tokens, which is 10 minutes. You can't generate them any faster than 10 minutes. So, yeah. So anyways, that's my take on it. Maybe I'm not looking at it correctly. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't have the right. Maybe I'm just not doing the math right or something. I don't know. It's very possible, but that's how I have it set up, and I'm it's working for me. I'm getting, you know, I'm getting plenty of Terra tokens, so I'm not worried about it. And it, you know, it's very consistent as far as the return. Like I said, I'm at the limit of what you can do, basically on Terra tokens. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Well, there it is, a little base survey. It's raining right now, kind of loud because yeah, I have the sound set up. Since I'm not recording, I don't really worry about the sound too much, so it's a little bit loud right now. But there you go. Yeah, so that's the new Planet Crafter with the volcanic update, and that's my base. I've been playing on this, and I've been enjoying it. Yeah, I like this game. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And if you haven't played the game, there'll be a link in the description to it on Steam. Definitely give it a try. It's an indie game, and the developers are really good about keeping the updates going on it and stuff. So yeah, it's really a good game. So, anyways, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Just kind of give you a little base tour on this thing. I just had some questions about the base. I posted a picture on one of the Discords I'm on, and just had some questions about it. So I thought, shoot, I'll just do a little base tour. Why not? So anyways, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye now.